Hi everyone, so in this video what I'd like to talk about is being involved with someone who is separated but not divorced. And I made a live stream of this topic on my Facebook page, Marianne Hanson Counselling Service. If you're watching me for the first time, then my name is Marianne. I'm the counsellor at Marianne Hanson Counselling Service. I work with couples and individuals, and I specialise in the areas of stress, depression, low self-esteem and relationships. So this topic is something that I've experienced, and I think when I did the live stream I was just saying to myself, I wonder if other people can relate to this, because this is something I've experienced on 2 occasions, and that is dating someone who is separated but they're not divorced. And what I'm going to give you is 6 or 7 questions that you may be to consider if you're in this situation, because obviously people are at different transitions in their life. You know, you might meet someone who's divorced, you might meet someone who's married, who is just come out of a relationship, who's separated. You know, we don't know who we're going to meet and when, so we have to make certain decisions and choices about whether we want to proceed or not. The first thing to consider is finding out the reason why the person is separated but not divorced. What is getting in the way of the divorce? Is it that they can't afford it? Is it that they don't want a divorce because of the sake of the children? Is it that they just are not sure if they want a divorce, so they're taking like a trial separation? I think that's really important that you understand the reason, because in my case, when I dated someone, this was many years ago, there was just something not quite clear about it. The person was very vague. They wouldn't give me a clear answer as to why they're separated. And I always got the feeling with this particular person that they were going to go back to their partner. It always felt like they were just having a bit of a break, they were having a bit of fun, and then they were going to go back to the partner. So that's another thing to think about as well, is what is the likelihood of the partner getting back with their spouse? You can't always determine whether that's going to happen or not, but it's something to have a conversation about, and for you to consider if you're getting involved with someone who is separated, what do you want out of it? Are you happy with the idea of just seeing how things go? Are you wanting something serious? Are you wanting them to... what would happen if it became serious? Are you willing to take the chance? You know, I think that's one of the things that you have to consider. You know, they're probably not going to be 100% truthful, or they might not know if they're going to go back to their partner, but that's for you to sort of ponder on, really, because you could get hurt, but also it is a possibility. If someone is separated, there's all sorts of reasons. Another thing to consider is whose decision was it to separate? Did the person you're dating or you're involved with, did their partner say to them, well, you've cheated, so you know we're not going to take some time apart? Was there domestic violence? Was there did they both sit down mutually and just say we're not in love with each other anymore? It's really important to try to get to the root of whose decision it was. Did they both mutually decide, or is the person you're involved with only dating you because they've got no choice, because they were sort of told, you know, we're going to separate, and they might not be happy with that, and they might be still pursuing their ex, you know, and they might be in a position where they're saying, I'm going to just take some time, get to know someone, but really deep down, I didn't want to have this separation. So that's really important. Another thing is, you know, is this person ready to date? Because linked with that is how long have they been separated for? Now, I made the mistake when I went on eHarmony. This was years ago, maybe 7, 8 years ago, and I said to someone, are you ready to date? Because they said they've only been separated for 6 months. In my head, I wasn't even doing this as a counsellor. I'm just thinking, if you've been married and you've only just separated for 6 months, which isn't a long time, I think they'd been married for 12 years. I just thought it probably wasn't my place to say, are you ready to date? Because obviously they thought they were. I don't know, I just think 6 months, is that like long enough? And if you've been married for 12 years and that sort of thing, but that's something for you to consider. If you think that maybe the person they're not ready, then it's about asking them. But if they say they're ready, then that's also up to you. And another thing really is think about how long they've been separated for, so how long this has been going on for. And then also the final thing is, what do you want out of it? You know, do you want something casual? Do you want to just go with the flow? Do you want something serious? In the cases for myself, I've always been quite clear that I probably would, if someone's divorced, then I would date a divorced person, because I think that they've kind of cut the cord and they're saying, right, I'm divorced and I'm getting back out there to date. Separation is more like, I think, complicated, one of those things, because there's too many factors that can go either way. You know, someone can separate and then they can never get back with the person, and then you can end up being in a good relationship, whatever it is. But it's a bit, can be messy as well, because I've known quite a few people, not in my dating life, but in general, where they've separated from their partner for a number of months and then they've just got back together. I think in most cases where I've seen that, whether it's friends or people I know, they've always got back together with the person, because they're outweighing the cost of meeting someone new and getting involved in that against going back to their family and making it work. So I think it's entirely up to you as a person. There's no like judgment on who wants to date who. I think it's just something to consider though, because it is one of those types of relationships that's not as clear cut. So let me know what you guys think. Leave your comments. I'd love to hear what you've got to say. Don't forget to share this video if you think someone else will benefit, and please leave your comments. I'd love to hear, and subscribe if you enjoy the content on this channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all soon. Bye.